Travor Noel say.SHE didn't want this come hell or high water, inside Melania Trump's secretive East Wing. Back in 2014, when Donald Trump was considering yet again a run for president, he polled his friends and advisors about what he should do. He went through a lengthy process, toyed with running for governor of New York, and went back and forth on making any decision. Travor Noel say Trump's dalliance with politics dated back to 1987, when he was promoting The Art of the Deal. He generated publicity for the book and himself by buying space for open letters in major newspapers, criticizing American foreign policy. He then helicoptered to New Hampshire, which hosts the first presidential primaries, to give a well-attended speech at a local Rotary Club. Trump had seriously entertained a run in 2012 against Mitt Romney, whom he eventually endorsed, but then drew back. Roger Stone, a veteran Republican troublemaker and an early Trump advisor, told me recently that Trump had had immediate seller's remorse that he decided not to run that year. In 2014, Trump was even more serious, and in the end he consulted one of his most discreet advisors, his wife, Melania. She was very clearly the one who said, "Either run or don't run," Stone explained. He went on, paraphrasing Melania, "Your friends are tired of this striptease. Every 4 years you talk about it." It is unlikely that Melania Trump used this exact language. But another source has backed up Stone's account, that it was in part Melania's impatience with her husband's dithering that helped push Trump to declare his candidacy. She knew it was in his blood, Stone said. He always wanted to run. She is the one who pushed him to run just by saying run or do not run. I don't think she was ever too crazy about it. She knew her husband wanted to run for president. And she knew that, if he didn't, he was likely to be knocking around their gilded triplex in Trump Tower, muttering about how he should have done so. She said, "It's not my thing. It's Donald's thing," according to Stone. And I think she understood he was going to be unhappy if he didn't run. Trump declared his candidacy, and the decision ultimately thrust Melania Trump into a role she had never sought. Behind every successful woman, there is a man in shock, Ivana Trump writes in her recently released memoir, Raising Trump, about her 13-year marriage to the man who is now president, and about her experience bringing up their 3 children. She took an active role in managing the Trump organization, and some of Trump's associates told me that it was Ivana, not Donald, who was the brains behind the operation. "I was too successful to be Mrs. Trump," Ivana writes in her book. "In our marriage, there couldn't be 2 stars. So one of us had to go." Trump and Ivana were divorced in 1990 while he was having an affair with Marla Maples, whom he married in 1993, and who was the mother of the much overlooked, perhaps to her relief, Tiffany Trump. Then, in 2005, he married Melania. At a party in 2015, Ivana Trump was overheard talking about her ex-husband's prospects as a presidential candidate. According to the New York Daily News, Ivana scoffed, "Yes, but the problem is, what is he going to do with his 3rd wife? She can't talk, she can't give a speech, she don't go to events, she don't seem to want to be involved." Melania Trump is an unusual first lady. She is only the 2nd flawless in history not to have been born in the U.S. The first was Louisa Adams, John Quincy's wife, who was born in England. She is the only one to have been raised in a communist country. She is the only first lady to delay moving with her husband to the White House, in her case, until 5 months after the inauguration. She is the only one to be the 3rd wife of a president, and the only one to have ever posed nude for published photographs. She is fiercely protective of her son, but, unlike other first ladies, the mystery around her day-to-day movements gives rise to rumors that she spends less time than is typical in the White House. To understand the First Lady and her East Wing operation, I spoke to current and former White House staffers, including former East Wing advisors, as well as friends and advisors to Melania and Donald Trump. Melania Trump declined requests for an interview, as did her press secretary. Taking stock of her role as First Lady is an exercise in subtraction. What she does not do is almost as telling as what she does. Her East Wing remains sparsely inhabited. There may never have been a First Lady less prepared for or suited to the role. "This isn't something she wanted, and it isn't something he ever thought he'd win," one longtime friend of the Trumps told me. "She didn't want this come hell or high water. I don't think she thought it was going to happen.